Okay, ready to make your first 100 sales? Or maybe you've already made your first 100 and you're looking to make your next 100, 500 or more. You're probably already selling to friends and family or friends of friends, but how do you reach a wider audience? So I'm here to share the 5 things you need to get in position so that you can start increasing your sales and doing just that. And be sure to stick around till the end. I'm going to share an additional bonus tip to help you accelerate these results. So let's get started. I'm Trudi Roach. I'm a fashion merchandiser and brand coach. And I help you grow your clothing and accessory business with product selection, content, and sales strategies, so you never have to worry about where your next sales are coming from. So tip number 1 sounds simple, but so many people miss this first foundational step. Please get your products up on your own website. This is going to be the one place that you control the content and what is listed and promoted. It becomes a destination for your customers. You can tell your complete brand story and nobody owns the algorithm. So even if you have an Etsy shop, which I love Etsy, there are so many other affordable, easy, plug-and-play ways to create your own website, whether that's Shopify, Squarespace, Wix, whichever one, and you can connect that easily to your Etsy shop or wherever else you're selling. But make sure you have a website that is your own, where you can really manage the narrative around your brand and your business. So here's tip number 2. When you're developing your website, or even if you've got a website up, make sure that everything is clean and simple and easy to navigate. You want to have clear navigation buttons telling the customer where to shop, what categories you have, and where to go next as soon as they land on your website. Whether that's to scroll down the page or to go to your About page, just make it very, very clear. And you don't want to hide any product options on your website. So I don't love the drop-down menus. I like to be able to go to a very clear product page and then scroll products from there. But depending on your products and your categories, just keep in mind clean fonts, beautiful white backgrounds for your product shots. Anything you can do to create a clean, clear experience is really going to benefit you and your customers. All right, here's tip number 3. Please get some social proof for your business and for your products. So this really involves testimonials, customer feedback, any information or feedback that your customers have really given you permission to share out with your further audience. Having your product validated out there in the market by genuine customers, buyers, people that have tried your product is hugely valuable. And don't underestimate the testimonials that you can get from those early sales. And again, if you have valid customers that are amongst your friends and family, it's absolutely fine to go to them first and ask for their feedback. So make sure to validate your product with customer testimonials and put those testimonials everywhere. Don't just let them sit below the product. You can create a customer testimonial page. You can use those testimonials in your social media and your email marketing. So once you've gathered those testimonials, be sure to use them. And I always recommend when I work with clients that they start to keep a file, so when those testimonials come in, they're going into a testimonial bank, and then on a monthly basis or bi-weekly basis, you have a process in your business where you start to share out those testimonials. So really get your money's worth. Tip number 4 is all about sharing value in everything that you do. Every piece of content, every email that you send out, every post to your audience really needs to be focused on value. And I know we want to focus on creating sales, generating revenue, but it's so valuable and important to speak to your customer and share with them what's important and valuable about your product, to share tips with them, to show them some solutions that they can find with your product. And yes, if it's fashion and accessories, these products do solve problems for your customers too. They want to look good, they want to show up. Maybe there's special occasion wear, or even just special event or dress up opportunities. Maybe there's dress down opportunities. You make your customer feel relaxed and comfortable. So many pieces of value can be found within your products, product descriptions and product stories and your brand story. So focus on sharing kind of all, I call it all the goodies that are there within your brand and your product first to lead with that. And then you're going to create that connection with your audience, and you will turn and convert those viewers into your customers. And it may take a little bit of time, but the more connection you build, the faster that conversion will become. And so that leads us right into the next tip. Tip number 5 is all about getting customers onto your email list, into your database. It's far easier to market, remarket to your own audience than it is to continually market to a cold audience, so people that aren't really in your sphere. So get people on your list into your database, and you'll be able to build an even stronger connection with them on a timeline that works for you. So if you want to send emails and reach your audience on Fridays because you think that's the perfect time, or you have a little bit of proof or evidence that that's a good time to connect with them, then you get to build campaigns around your own timeline. And it's a great way to offer special deals and promotions just to your exclusive audience. You can also prompt people out there in the wider sphere in social media to get on your list, because you do have these special offers and bonuses just for your subscribers. So there's lots of different ways to nudge people onto your list and also to sell directly to them once they're signed up. Again, it's all about getting customers to take that first small action before you ask them for the larger sale. Okay, it's summary time before I get to that bonus tip that I mentioned in the beginning of the video. So how do you get your first 100 sales or your next 100 sales? Get your product up on your own dedicated website. That's your platform. Tip number 2 is to keep it simple, clean navigation, easy to shop. Make it really, really simple for your customer to purchase from you. Number 3, build some social proof. Get those testimonials. Number 4, share value in all of your content, email, everything that is potential customer facing. Lead with value first, and the sales will follow. And tip number 5 is to build your database, get customers onto your list. So I mentioned in the beginning of the video that I had a bonus tip to help you accelerate some of these results. So what I want to talk about now is how to build those testimonials. There are several ways that you can do this. Actually, there are many ways to do this, but I'm just going to mention several of them here. And this really is important even if you don't have a huge amount of sales. Again, you might not be at the 100 sale mark yet. But if you have any sales, even if you've donated product or given product away, and those are freebies, but you have people that are potentially unpaying customers that have used your product, that are willing to go on the record, have their first name quoted, to give you some feedback and a testimonial about their honest evaluation and response to the product, then it's great to do. What I like to suggest is that you have a standard set of questions that are really quite specific about the feedback you're interested in getting. So if you're a clothing brand, that might be about fabric quality, about fit, about use or function, versatility, size, ease of wash and wear, just as an example. So really create a standard list so it's easy for you and also easy for your customers when you go out and you ask for that feedback. I'll use another example. If you're a jewelry brand, it might be, your questions might be around styling, versatility, also might be adjustability, and anything else that you can think of. So putting together a questionnaire that you can use and that you can go out and use with all your customers that have shopped before to start to build those testimonials. You can also use widgets on your website, and you can also use polls out on social media, and you can, if you have even a small email list, you can actually survey your list and ask the list those same questions I just mentioned or similar questions. Or you could ask your customers individually one-on-one to share their feedback on the product with you. And if you do it on a Google Doc, or you could do it sort of with an anonymous DM response or some kind of response where they don't necessarily have to have their name quoted if they're not comfortable with that. But like think of a very consistent way that you always then have something prepared so you can go out and consistently gather that testimonial feedback from your customers. The best testimonials are the ones that really talk to the specific results or benefits that your customer has experienced. So don't be shy about asking for specifics when it comes to asking for testimonials. Okay, that's it. Those are my 5 tips to help you get your first or next 100 sales. If you like this content, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next one.